All right. Well, I want to be respectful of everyone's time. We only have a couple people in here, but that's perfectly fine. I have this recorded and I have it live streamed right now on Facebook. So maybe some people are jumping on to watch through there. Um, yeah. Well, thank you so much. Looks like Onesis and Jennifer, you guys are here for the TikTok for Realtors class. Just out of curiosity, are either of you already using TikTok, or have you just, you know, just kind of seeing what it's all about? You guys can come off mute.
Okay. Hi, I'm Jennifer. I'm trying to get my camera to come on. I apologize, but everybody can hear me though, right?
Yes.
Okay. I am fairly new to TikTok. I just put it on my phone, I want to say a week or two ago. I mean, I know about the videos and everything, but I'm fairly new to how to maneuver it.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Awesome. What about you, Onesis? Oh, I think you're on mute. Nope, you're not on mute.
Can you hear me now?
Yep, I can hear you.
So I just learned how to use Reels. I'm trying to learn how to use TikTok.
Awesome, awesome. It's funny that you bring that up because Reels is essentially Facebook's version of TikTok, along with YouTube Shorts. And are you using Reels on Facebook or Instagram?
On Instagram, but then I'm downloading the same video and then I'm figuring out the music and sending it to Facebook, my Facebook page.
Got it, got it. Yeah, Reels is basically Facebook and Instagram's copy of what TikTok is doing, which is short form video. So I'll keep an eye on the participants. If people start coming in, I'll let them in, but we'll go ahead and get started. What I'd like to do is just kind of go over the information. There's a bit to cover, but it's all very interesting stuff. It's from my own experience of jumping on TikTok. So if you guys do have questions, feel free to just type them into the chat. And then once I get through the information, if there are any questions, I'll go through it and we can discuss it all together. But as I'm going through, I'll just kind of go through the information. If you do see something that you just have to interrupt me for, feel free to do that. And yeah, let's get this started. So we have new people, which is awesome. Some of the things that we'll be discussing today, basically, what is TikTok? We talked about it just briefly. Why TikTok is a prime opportunity, in my opinion, especially for realtors and small business owners right now, because it's just such an untapped channel of marketing. We'll talk about the For You page, which is pretty much the heart and soul of TikTok and how the algorithm works and why it's so addicting. I'll even share some content ideas that you can use as a real estate agent. You know, they could potentially be used for small businesses as well, but it's a nice platform for anybody to be creative or informative or funny, which you'll see is the avenue that I've gone with some of my content. And we'll finish with some content creation tips and tricks. And just as I mentioned, if you put any questions in the comments as we're going through, we'll have a discussion at that. We'll have a discussion with that at that time as well. So without further ado, let's get started. So what is TikTok? You know, I'll give a little story about myself. My wife is actually in social media. She works as associate editor for a local wedding blog, and she's been on Instagram. She's kind of shared with me that I need to get on Instagram and Facebook and TikTok, and much like a lot of people that are my age, you know, I downloaded the app a year ago. I went on for maybe once or twice, didn't make any sense to me. Saw a bunch of kids dancing and lip syncing, and I just thought, yeah, this is not for me. But turns out, maybe at the time it wasn't for me, but right now TikTok is just taking social media by storm. Essentially, it's a platform for short form videos, is what they're calling it. And just as I mentioned before we started, all these other social media outlets are basically copying and introducing their own version of short form video. They're doing it in the form of YouTube Shorts, Facebook and Instagram Reels. All of that is basically them. To me, it's them recognizing the potential with short form video and these social media companies not wanting to be left behind when this takes over. So a little background on TikTok. It was originally called Musical.ly, and it was primarily used for, teenagers, kids to film their dance videos, had people doing comedy, different things of entertainment that were just these short little videos that people could watch. But as you are probably noticing in the world right now, it's becoming more and more of a platform for different generations, specifically the millennial generation and the Gen Zers are starting to really jump on to TikTok. So that's where I see the opportunity. It undoubtedly is going to be the next big platform that goes mainstream. Actually, I think it's in the next TikTok, and why you would even want to consider getting on TikTok and creating content on TikTok. Well, specifically for real estate agents, less than 1% of all the current licensed agents are actually even using TikTok actively. So these are stats from 2020. I think it's probably up to maybe 3 or 4% at this point, but that's still a huge amount of opportunity that so many agents and small business owners just haven't even tried to tap into. Because TikTok is still relatively young in its development, the platform is allowing so many people to gain so much exposure, and all of it is organic. We'll discuss more about the For You page, but Facebook, YouTube, all these other big companies, when they first started, it was good. You post something on Instagram and it's like, wow, a few hundred, maybe thousands of people saw this and they started following me. Well, shortly after that, you probably noticed that on Facebook, they don't really push your content at all anymore. And the reason is they want to now sell you Facebook ads. So if you're not going to pay for their ads, well, then they kind of control who gets to see your content. With TikTok, I mean, the reality is that that's probably going to happen in the near future. But as for right now, there's still a huge opportunity for anyone to grow their audience, to put content out there, to build a following of potential clients that are going to look to you as the expert or as the person they want to do business with when that time comes. When I did this presentation the first time in October, they had just hit more daily views on TikTok than YouTube, which I thought was huge. And just recently, about a few weeks ago, they announced that they are now hitting over 1 billion views per day on all of the content on TikTok. So over 1 billion people are watching videos each day. So you can see the huge opportunity for anybody, whether you're a realtor or a small business owner, to be able to jump in on this and build a brand for yourself. Another thing I love about TikTok is it's very easy to create content. And because it's easy to create content, it's also easy to build an audience, a reputation. I know for realtors, it's important. Being a realtor is really all about marketing. It's about how many people know what I do, how many people can trust that I have the right information and that I can help them when the time comes. And I see TikTok as a huge, huge outlet for agents as well as small business owners. The algorithm, you'll hear that a lot when we talk about TikTok and social media in general. The algorithm, nobody really knows how it works. It's like a top secret thing, but it's very effective. And what I mean by that is by putting out content, TikTok almost can predict who is going to want to see your content, who you want to see your content, and it's going to put it in front of those people. And then, at least for right now, they're not selling ads. There is an option to purchase like promoted ads, but they're not really pushing it. So for the most part, it's just still free marketing and still a great lead generator for you as a realtor or any business. Oops, a little too fast here. So I like to think of social media marketing as a marketing funnel. Really, it could apply to any type of marketing, but when you tie that into TikTok, what I see first is the outside of your funnel, and the outermost funnel is always going to be just awareness, having your TikTok account, putting out these videos that are about yourself, that are about what you do, about why someone would use you for your services or use you to purchase your products. If you're on Facebook and you're on Instagram, you're already doing this activity where you're putting yourself out there. And for realtors specifically, it's no different than having like a digital business card where you hand out your cards, or you have a for sale sign with your picture on it in front of a neighborhood. People are going to be driving by, people will walk by and see that, and they may not necessarily think, oh, I see this person's picture, I'm going to go pick up the phone and call them because I want to do business with them. But over time, you're kind of just laying that foundation where people are starting to get familiar with you. And that's the same thing here with TikTok's outer funnel. By putting videos out there, it's just like putting your face on bus bench ads and scattering them all over the internet. The second level would be the engagement. So as you put more videos out there, you're going to have more people that are following your content, people that are going to like your content. And through that, they kind of get to know you. With real estate as the example, most times people aren't going to see your content and immediately need your services. As with most businesses, it's going to be a timed process. It's going to take some time for them to come up with the need. Maybe there's a change in the family dynamic. Maybe they need to upsize or downsize. But what you're doing in the outer funnel is you're bringing that awareness for yourself. And then as time goes on, as these people that know who you are, what you do, come up with the needs that you can help them with, that's when you start building that deeper relationship. And then of course, everybody's goal at the end of the day with any type of marketing is to convert. You want to convert those leads into prospects. You want to convert those prospects into closed business. So it's all part of the marketing funnel, and TikTok right now is a huge opportunity that really nobody is using in the real estate field to market themselves. With content and strategy, like I mentioned, I love that it's so easy to create content. And one thing to really keep in mind with regard to TikTok is you go to YouTube, you'll find a lot of really, really nicely produced videos. You'll see that they're very long. Some people put together these demonstrations that are 20 to an hour long, 20 minutes to an hour long. That's not TikTok. TikTok is all about short form. You really should be keeping content under 30 seconds if at all possible. They do allow you to create videos up to 3 minutes, but 3-minute videos are going to be difficult to really gather somebody's attention, especially today when, you know, the average person's attention is like the attention span of a gnat. If you can't get someone's attention in the first 2 to 3 seconds or less, more than likely they're just going to swipe up and move on to the next video to see what captures their attention. Some of the things you want to stay away from when you're creating content on TikTok is you don't want those overly polished cinematic videos. You don't need fancy graphics. You definitely want to save the interviews and you know, vlogs for YouTube or other platforms, because you want to keep things short and stay away from just excessive text. It's really about entertainment and just gathering information or gathering attention so that you can provide good information. What you do want to do, some content ideas and strategies would be do behind the scenes. Some of the agents I do follow that are very, very active and successful on TikTok right now will do like a day in the life of a realtor. That could easily apply to any other type of business or industry. Mixing in education and entertainment is important. That's pretty much the route that I've gone as far as my TikTok channel. I'm a mortgage broker here in Tampa, so I give some information about mortgages, but I present them in some silly different ways. My target primarily is the realtor, because I view the realtor as my client along with the potential home buyer or homeowner that's looking to refinance. But realtors by far are the best referral partners for me, because when somebody typically comes up with the idea of it's time to buy a home, they don't usually think of the realtor or getting pre-approved. They think to pick up the phone and call the listing agent, or they see a home that they like and they call the realtor, and then the realtor, of course, will always ask if they've been pre-approved, have they had a chance to speak with a lender, and if not, then it's an automatic referral to someone like myself. So I do I do silly lip sync videos, and I kind of go over some of the challenges and make light of the silly things that we as real estate professionals go through. So you definitely want to check that out if you like that kind of stuff. You want to stick to niche relevant tips and tricks. One of the biggest mistakes that I've learned and I've seen is when you don't focus on one thing. So if you're on TikTok with an account and you want to make content, try to really figure out who my target audience is, and how do I create value, and how do I create content that they would see as valuable. You don't want to, do a page where you're doing movie reviews of something that you just watched on the same channel, where you're talking about your products if it has nothing to do with movies. And you also don't want to mix in, I don't know, motivational stuff or dancing videos. You really want to just focus on one or two specific niches and just create for that. Property highlights are very effective with agents. If you're an agent that's already on Instagram, or you go to a showing and you kind of walk through the house and you have your camera phone out and you're filming each room, you're filming the backyard, you can easily transfer that content onto TikTok and add just a little bit of text, kind of giving information about the home, and you'd be surprised how many thousands of people could potentially see that. And then fun videos. Hashtags work similarly as they do on other platforms. They kind of index what you're doing. So a lot of the hashtags I use are loan officers of TikTok, realtor humor, and hashtag mortgage humor. So moving on, the For You page. The For You page is pretty much the backbone of TikTok. It's what you see when you first open up the app. It gives you a video. If you enjoy the video, if it's something that piques your interest, you'll continue to watch it to the end. If you don't, you swipe up. And what I've learned from my first experience, and just from talking with other people who have tried TikTok, or other content creators online that I've connected with, is that a lot of people just haven't given the For You page and the algorithm enough time. So you may have just downloaded TikTok, and you go on there, you create your account. The first, I would say, 50 to 100 videos, just they don't seem interesting at all to you. And that's because the algorithm has nothing to go off of for you. So what tends to happen for most people is they go on TikTok, they scroll through the videos, and they just come to the conclusion that, yeah, this isn't for me because I don't care for any of these videos. What you really need to do is interact with the videos. If it's a video that you like, hit the heart. If it's something that triggers you to want to contribute or make a comment, do that, because all that's being analyzed by TikTok's algorithm so that it can figure out exactly what it is that you find entertaining, because the algorithm's goal is to keep you on the app for as long as possible. And for anybody who has been using TikTok for any extended period of time, you could probably agree that at some point when the algorithm gets you, the app becomes extremely addictive, because it is just feeding you exactly what you want to see. And yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if there are some like TikTok anonymous meetings that are going to be coming up soon, because it's highly effective in capturing somebody's attention once it figures you out. Some of the things to keep in mind: attention is everything on TikTok. The three main types of videos that you really want to focus on are educational videos, entertaining videos, or inspirational. So it's a blank canvas, but what you really want to sort of gear your content around is spreading education about yourself, education about maybe your industry, your product. Entertainment, that's just being funny, or some people just have videos where they have words on the screen and it's important messages, maybe inspirational messages, but they're dancing in the background and it's entertaining to watch. So you want to stick to those three focuses on all of the content so that you're making effective content out there. Other things to keep in mind: the view times. Actually, the view time is one of the things that everybody knows is being tracked by the algorithm. So the longer you can keep someone watching your video, if they watch the video all the way through, that helps tremendously with TikTok's algorithm to know that, okay, your video is keeping somebody watching from the beginning to almost the end, or to the end, or multiple times, and then the algorithm will push it out to so many more people that will be able to come across your face, your information, and your brand. Making it shareable is great as well. I know I'm starting to do it on mine, where you have a call to action at the end of your videos where you ask your audience to like and share. If this was helpful for you, like and share with another agent is some of the things that I've been trying. Or I'll just put a text in red: follow for more daily videos. And what's this last bullet point? Explore and pay attention to what grabs your attention. Yeah, as you're scrolling through your own TikTok, kind of pay attention to what other content creators are doing that's keeping you engaged. What are they saying within the first 3 seconds of the clip? I know some of the most successful TikTokers out there are ones that will ask a question right in the beginning. They'll have a hook where they're asking a question that you would want the answer to, and then they kind of go through either by examples or they will demonstrate the answer, but that's how they hook you. So in those first 3 seconds, they're trying to get you to just kind of think, okay, well, I am kind of curious what the answer is to this question you posed, and then that's what's going to cause you to continue to watch the video through. Some content examples, this is specific for realtors. Property walkthrough. If you're at an open house, before you even start the open house, you usually are setting up. You go around the house, take some videos. What's great is even if you are not, if you're a really shy person and maybe you're not comfortable being on camera just yet, TikTok will allow you to just film things with you never being on screen and still allow you to come up with content that can be valuable to others. So a property walkthrough is a great way for any agent to kind of get started creating content for TikTok. Educational videos, those two, I think they're more effective when you are on screen, so they get to see who you are, they get to know you in a sense, but you could also do educational videos where you are not on the screen. And last but not least, quick tips. I have some examples I'll kind of go through, but quick tips would be, I know some of the popular ones I see are, you know, five things you need to do to get your house ready to sell for the most amount of money, or 3 easy things you can do to have an amazing open house. So those are things that will kind of capture a potential home buyer or home seller's attention to want to listen to more to see how they might be able to maximize their opportunity to sell or buy a home. So first one, property video. Don't have to be on camera. They're easy to make. For most agents I know, you're already sort of doing this on Facebook and Instagram, so why not just use TikTok's easier platform to record this video, and then TikTok at the moment is allowing you to easily share onto Facebook, onto Instagram, onto these other platforms. So I at this point, I create everything in TikTok and then I push it out to the other social media outlets. But this is easy to make, easy to add text. You don't have to be on camera. You use it for new listings, open houses, or unique properties. And it looks like this. Oh, wait a minute. There we go. I don't think the music is playing, but it just has music playing in the background. Nobody's even saying anything. So, I mean, that was a 15-second clip. It got 1,252 likes and 4 comments, and it was shared 86 times. So I don't know how many people saw it, but I would say with 1,252 likes, there were probably tens of thousands of people that this was put on someone's For You page. So yeah, a video as simple as that to get tens of thousands of views from your potential clients. Next one would be educational video. This is another easy one. You're just kind of walking through, you're putting text to 5 home improvements that add resale value. As a realtor, you probably have a ton of these types of lists and content and things that you could share that would be valuable to a home seller. And again, they're easy to create. It's using a popular sound, and it offers value to the potential viewer. And with this one, you still don't have to speak. You can just have the text do everything for you. This particular agent put their information here as well. You can easily add your information to your profile page as well. So anybody who's interested can look at your profile and they can try to contact you through there as well. Now this last one, I would say, is a little more a little more involved. But it's a great video. It's quick tips. He is talking. The sound, for some reason, whenever you try to save your video from TikTok, the sound is a little off, so it doesn't look right. But I mean, he's basically saying what is on the screen. So, you know, he's using some, let's see here. There we go. He's using some fancy transitions, which are fancy but very easy. I mean, he's literally turning his phone camera and then clicking stop, and then on the next scene he's turning it back, and then he'll go into edit and just basically cut the ends of those two clips. But yeah, he's talking about what you can do to make your house look good, easy things that you can do before you put your house on the market: decluttering, painting. And one other feature that I like about TikTok, and I believe is on the other platforms as well, is maybe you just want to do a walkthrough and you want to film the content first, but you're comfortable enough to have your voice speaking on the actual video. What you can do is film the content first during your busy day of showings, and then later that night or the next day when you go to post it, TikTok will allow you the opportunity to record a voiceover. So, you know, you film the video first, and then you can easily add the voiceovers where you could say, oh, came across this home in Tampa, Florida. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath for $280,000, gorgeous backyard. You know, you can easily add that on, and you still don't have to be on camera. So let's see what you want to do next. Definitely download the app if you haven't already. Create an account. All you need is an email address or a phone number. Use the search to look up things that you're interested in. If you're interested in sports, you know, look up your favorite sports team, or just type in football. If you like cooking videos are very big and popular on TikTok. So if you like cooking videos or you like learning recipes, do a search for that. Whatever your interests are, do that first, so you're kind of feeding that information to the algorithm, and it goes to work a lot faster in providing you what you want to see. Start thinking of ideas. What I've started to do with content ideas is I have an iPhone, so I have my notes app usually up. I have a specific note that's just TikTok brainstorming, and I'll be, you know, out and about during my day, or I'll be working, I'll come across something and I'll just have an idea, and I don't have to stop everything and film and come up with everything, but I'll just put it in my notes. So it can be something I think about and put together at a later time. But as ideas come, just write them down, put them in your phone, so that you can kind of dive deeper into it to see what kind of content you could create that's valuable. Follow accounts that interest you. So if you're going through TikTok, the algorithm's giving you something that is interesting to you, go ahead and follow that person. And then, you know, don't be shy. Let's go and post your first video. It could be anything. My very first TikTok video, which is no longer on there because it had nothing to do with anything that I'm doing, was just like a fast time lapse from driving from my house to Clearwater Beach. I mean, that's the first video I posted. It seemed really cool. I added music to it. I didn't know what I was going to do with TikTok at the time, but now that since then, I have more of a direction. So I did delete that video, but I encourage anybody who's watching to just post something. It doesn't have to be you. It can be you, but just post something so you kind of get a feel for how it all works, and you get to see it in action. So this is the For You page. If you're not familiar with it, these are the videos as they come up. What you'll want to do is you'll want to come down here to the Discover magnifying glass. You'll click on that, and then that's where you can search different keywords, things that maybe interest you, like cooking. Then the information will come up. You can search hashtags as well if you're looking to just see what other agents in the area, what type of content they're putting out. You could put hashtag Tampa real estate. If you're a business owner, if you're in a specific industry, you can do that and just kind of take a peek and see what some of your competitors are doing, and see what works for them and what doesn't, and then focus on creating content that's more like what is working for them. Some good accounts that you can follow just to kind of get started if you don't know where to start. Obviously, I'm going to promote myself. Tampa Mortgages is my TikTok. If you go ahead and search for that, you can follow me, or you can take a look at some of the videos in my profile. Gravity RE Marketing is a real estate marketer that specifically is focused on Facebook, Instagram, and she provides so much valuable content for free. She does have a business where she can manage it for you, but even just following her, you'll get so much free knowledge to help you with growing your online presence and really maximizing the potential with your social media. Hyder Real Estate, this particular team or this channel has some of the most amazing homes around the world. So I like to share that because although theirs is very cinematic, you can kind of watch their videos and get a good idea of maybe some of the angles they use and some of the ways that they go through a house when they are showcasing like a $10 million plus home in Italy. Might not work when you're maybe showing a manufactured home, but who knows? Stranger things have happened on TikTok. So next would be Ginger Marketer. There are plenty of TikTok marketers that are out there. This is just one that I've come across that continuously provides great content in helping you to not only create effective videos, but to also just understand how to gain an audience, what you need to be saying, what type of value you need to be presenting in order to kind of position yourself as the expert in your industry. And then Drad's just a fantastic real estate coach. He puts videos out every single day. Every morning he's got something inspirational and very educational and valuable to share with agents. Every now and then he'll even throw in a video where he says, hey, you know, why are you on TikTok right now? You need to be picking up the phone and making your calls to your past clients. So he's funny, he's very educational, and I think he's also a huge inspiration to a lot of the agents that do follow him. So those are some of the people. Tips and tricks, I think I may have touched on some of these. Adding music to your videos is very important. It's very easy to do. It's easy to edit as well. If you want just a part of the song, you can do that. If you want it to be playing lightly in the background, you can do that. Adding text, they do have a feature that's text to voice. So whatever you type on the screen, most recently they've introduced a couple of different, or actually I think it's now like 8 or 9 different voices that can read that text back to you. So you can even incorporate it if you don't want to speak on your videos, you can incorporate some of these different text to voices and personalities on there as well. Stickers, those are fun to use if you're trying to bring attention to maybe something on the screen. The descriptions, comments on your videos, you want to keep those short. You're not really trying to explain what you're doing in the video. It's really more of part of your hook where you're giving them just a little morsel so they can kind of want to see the video to get the whole picture. And then filters, backgrounds, you can have a lot of fun with that. One of the last things I'll go over is there's a feature on TikTok that's called duetting or stitching your videos. So I created this duet with an agent who created a video. You know, she's lip syncing to that song, "Hey, I just met you and this is crazy." And she had the text saying, "Hey, if you're thinking about moving to Florida, I would love to be your realtor." And then she gives her information. And I thought, oh, well, that was a cute video. I'm going to duet it, which just meant I'm going to insert myself and create a video where we're split screen now, and she's doing hers. And then I have my text saying, "I'd love to be your lender if you contact this person." And funny enough, that agent, I didn't know this person prior, but we've connected since, and she's used she's put me in some of her marketing material as a preferred lender. So think of maybe other industries, potential referral partners for agents. I would say an accountant, or maybe a relocator, a corporate hiring manager. These are people you can look for and potentially create a duet with. And the power of doing the duet is that by creating that video, not only does your audience see the video that you created, but your content is also now being pushed to the original content creators people. So for example, if you are reaching out, or you're creating a duet video with a corporate recruiting manager, and that person has a bunch of people that are looking for jobs or looking to relocate to the state of Florida or wherever you are, now you've created a video and you've created exposure for yourself and what you do to all of their followers. So there's a lot of value and power in that. And then a stitch is it's basically, you're taking someone's video, they'll show on the full screen, but then after you cut off their video, you can kind of provide some input. So it's an opportunity. Maybe you come across something that's very interesting. You come across, for a realtor, maybe you come across somebody posting information about the current market, or something about rates and what to expect in the near future. And you find that content to be, you know, valuable to your audience. You can create a stitch where you'll show their video first, and then you'll kind of pop on screen to add your feedback to that video, or you'll give a quick review and your thoughts on it. So that's pretty much it. If you wanted to follow me on other platforms, it's very easy. I'm Tampa Mortgages on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. So that's pretty easy. And yeah, I thank everyone for listening to me speak for 45 minutes. And let me see if there are any questions. There aren't any questions, but if you wanted to jump off of mute, I mean, we have a few minutes here. I'm happy to discuss any questions you might have. Nope.
Well, I learned a lot. I definitely did. I took a lot of notes, and I'm definitely going to be using them here in the near future. But that was a lot of great information. Thank you for letting me join.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for attending. What's your TikTok account name or handle?
Well, I'm looking at it. I just made my personal one, just because I was sick of people sending me videos and then I couldn't open them, because if you don't have the account, you can't open them.
Oh.
So I'm not even sure. I'll have to look and show you. Let's see. I guess it's just my first and last name, so it's just Jennifer Van Alman.
Okay.
But I'll add it. I'll put it in the chat.
Okay, perfect.
Huh. But I didn't know like with the whole algorithm. So now I'm like searching some things so I can have all that stuff set up on my account. So it's not just random things. Because like you said, like the first couple days I had it, I just was going through the videos and I was like, this is not for me. I'm like too old for this. Just, but
That's,
now that you
yeah,
talk
it's
about
very
searching,
common. And I
yeah, I
think
just,
that's where a lot of people just kind of chalk it up to, this is not for me.
yeah, yeah. No, that's definitely good to know. But yeah, that's good.
Well, awesome.
Yeah.
If nobody else has any questions, again, thank you so much for attending. I hope it was valuable information. And if you have questions moving forward, that's my number, my email on the screen. Feel free to reach out, and I'm always happy to help. I am a mortgage broker, but I'm like so intrigued with social media and marketing, and giving this type of value to agents has helped me build my business. So awesome. Well, thank you so much, everyone. Signing off.